Pre-Mother's Day Fair, an outside broadcast put on by the Department of Communication Studies students. I am your host, Deidreanne Jones. We are live from the NCU Chapel in Cool, Mandeville. Today's program is sponsored by NCU Media Group, the Department of Communication Studies, Quality Inc., J Designs, and Elsam Photography. Today's theme is Mothers of the World, so stick around and help us show appreciation of our mothers. We have a fantastic program lined up for you today. We'll hear from some inspiring presenters, showcase remarkable businesses run by mothers, and discuss important health issues affecting moms. So stick around because we have some prizes and surprises later on in the program. One of the biggest illnesses women are exposed to is cervical cancer, whether you are a mother or simply just a woman. Here is a video that explains what cervical cancer is from Mayo Clinic, a nonprofit American academic medical center focused on integrated healthcare, education, and research.
I'm Dr. Christina Butler, a gynecologic oncologist at Mayo Clinic. In this video, we'll cover the basics of cervical cancer. What is it? Who gets it? The symptoms, diagnosis, and treatment. Whether you're looking for answers for yourself or someone you love, we're here to give you the best information available. Cervical cancer happens when cells in the cervix, the lower part of the uterus that connects to the vagina, start to become abnormal. Small changes in the cell DNA tells them to multiply out of control, and cells accumulate in growths called tumors. Thankfully, advances in medical technology, and specifically the use of Pap tests, have significantly helped us identify cervical cancer in patients earlier than ever before. What was once the most common cause of cancer death for American women is now caught sooner and therefore more curable. While it isn't perfectly clear what sparks these cervical cells to change their DNA, it is certain that human papillomavirus, or HPV, plays a role. HPV is spread by skin-to-skin contact, often during sexual encounters. Over 85% of the general population has been exposed, but most people with HPV never develop cervical cancer. However, reducing your risk of one helps reduce your risk of the other. So I recommend getting both the HPV vaccine and regular screening tests. Other risk factors for cervical cancer include multiple sexual encounters, but it only takes one to contract HPV, so it's important to always practice safe sex. A weakened immune system and also smoking are linked to higher risk. One drug, called DES, was popular in the 50s as a miscarriage prevention drug. So if your mother took it while pregnant, you may have higher risk as well. Unfortunately, the early stages of cervical cancer generally show no signs or symptoms. And this is why we emphasize getting Pap smears every 3 to 5 years and yearly pelvic exams. Once the cancer has progressed, it can show these symptoms: unusual vaginal bleeding, for example, after intercourse, or between periods, or after menopause. Watery, bloody vaginal discharge that may be heavy or have an odor. And pelvic pain or other pain can also occur during intercourse. Most guidelines suggest starting regular screening for cervical cancer at age 21. And during these screenings, a provider collects cells from the cervix to be tested in the lab. HPV DNA tests examine the cells specifically for HPV that can lead to precancer. A Pap test, or commonly called a Pap smear, tests the cells for abnormalities. The process of these tests are not painful, but can be mildly uncomfortable. If your provider suspects cervical cancer, they may start a more thorough examination of the cervix. This may include a colposcopy, which is a special tool that shines light through the vagina into the cervix to magnify the view for your provider. During the colposcopy, your provider might take several deeper samples of cells to examine. This could include a punch biopsy that collects tiny samples of cells, or an endocervical curettage that uses a narrow instrument to take an internal tissue sample. And if after further examination, the sample tissue is worrisome, your doctor may run more tests or collect other tissue samples from deeper layers of the cells. This could use a LEEP or cone biopsy procedure to give the clearest picture possible. Treating cervical cancer isn't one size fits all. Your doctor will consider the whole picture of your health and your personal preferences before making a recommendation. And this will include one or several treatment methods. For early cervical cancer, we typically treat with surgery to remove the abnormal growths. For more advanced cervical cancer, there's also chemotherapy, a drug that runs through the body, killing cancer cells in its path. Radiation therapy uses high-powered beams with energy focused on the cancer cells. There's also targeted drug therapy that blocks specific weaknesses present within the cancer cells. And immune therapy, a drug treatment that helps your immune system recognize cancer cells and attack them. No one can be prepared for a cancer diagnosis. However, there are ways we can help reduce anxiety and feel more in control of the situation. Learning about the condition can make you feel more empowered and confident in the decisions about your care. So ask lots of questions and request additional resources. Find support. Ask for help from your family and friends. If you feel more comfortable expressing yourself in a support group, there are many available both online and in person. Set goals that you can achieve and feel good about. And most importantly, take care of yourself. This time can be difficult and fatiguing. Eat well, relax, and get enough rest. If you'd like to learn even more about cervical cancer, watch our other related videos or visit mayoclinic.org. We wish you well.
Here are some key facts about cervical cancer. Causes. Cervical cancer is primarily caused by persistent infection. Not all infections lead to cervical cancer, but long-lasting infections with high risk can increase the risk of cervical cancer. Here are some risk factors. Factors that can increase the risk of developing cervical cancer include early sexual activity, multiple sexual partners, smoking, a weakened immune system, a history of sexually transmitted infections, and a family history of cervical cancer. Prevention. The most effective way to prevent cervical cancer is through HPV vaccination, which is recommended for adolescents and young adults. Regular screening with pap tests or pap smears and HPV tests can also detect precancerous changes early, allowing for timely treatment. Symptoms. In its early stages, cervical cancer may not cause noticeable symptoms. As the cancer progresses, symptoms may include abnormal vaginal bleeding during or after sex between periods or after menopause, pelvic pain or pain during intercourse, and unusual vaginal discharge. Diagnosis. Diagnosis of cervical cancer involves a combination of screening tests such as pap tests and HPV tests, followed by colposcopy, examination of the cervix using a magnifying instrument, and biopsy, which is a tissue sample analysis if abnormalities are detected. Here are the stages. Cervical cancer is staged based on the extent of the disease. Stages range from 0, which is precancerous changes, to IV, which is advanced cancer that has spread to distant organs. Treatment options vary depending on the stage and may include surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy, or a combination of these. Prognosis. The prognosis for cervical cancer depends on factors such as the stage at the diagnosis, the type of cancer cells, and the individual's overall health. Early detection and treatment significantly improve outcomes with high cure rates for localized early stage cervical cancer. I would like to take this opportunity to extend a cordial welcome to our radio listeners tuning in on NCU FM 91.1, 91.3, and 91.5. We have an outside broadcast event today, which is a pre-Mother's Day fair under the theme Mothers of the World. And we are going under the theme Mothers of the World. And we're moving to our first representative, and we have a representative with us from Quality Incorporated. Hello.
Hi, morning.
How are you doing
I'm
today?
great this morning.
It's good to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
Okay, could you please tell us a little bit about your company?
All right, Quality is a family-owned organization. It has been in existence since July of '04. We are a paper conversion company as well, so we do bulk rolls and we convert them into finished products. So our brands are Delicate, Cuddle, Airy, Orchid, Naps Napkin, and we also import paper bags, and we export locally, and we also export overseas. So Bahamas, Antigua, Miami, we do it.
That's awesome. What motivated you to sponsor this event today?
All right, with sponsorship, like anything else, it boosts sales, encourages others to know about our products, and at the end of the day, with any finished product, we need our customers. Our customers are the front line of our organization. So the more they are aware of it, the better it is for us as a company.
Okay. And do you have any deals or promotions for the upcoming Mother's Day celebration?
Unaware of that, but as I stated, the month is still young, so by the end of the month, anything is possible.
Okay. And how can prospective customers reach you?
We are located in Kingston. It's 258 Spanish Town Road, and we can be contacted at 876-758-5011.
All right, thank you. That was Quality Incorporated. Now we're moving on to our first presenter, which is Mrs. Roxanne Wright Williams. And with 16 years of teaching experience, Mrs. Wright holds a diploma in drama education and a bachelor's degree in language and literature. She heads the eurythmic department at Port Antonio High School and trains staff for the JCDC Festival Queen competition. Mrs. Wright is also a minister and secretary at the Church of God Ground of the Truth, and she brings a creative touch as a poet, playwright, and choir director. Her philosophy is simple: drama is life, take it one day at a time with Jesus. We are excited to hear from Mrs. Roxanne Wright Williams today. Mrs. Williams, welcome, and you can go ahead and share with us at this time.
that the airways and the broader listening environment would have learned from my experience and would find it useful. So one of the first things that I would do every single morning, no matter how exhausted I am, no matter how sometimes you don't wake up on the top of the morning, I would ensure that prayer, as you would have heard, I'm a minister of the gospel, and so prayer is a key. It is pivotal. It is very crucial for me. Because you see, a lot of times the cares of life rest on us, and we become burdened, and it spills over into how we treat our families, how we treat our co-workers. And so when we pray, it's like we find a shoulder to just let it out and have somebody else take that burden. And so for me, Christ, his shoulders is what I would lean on every morning. And what I would do, I would ask him to guide and direct my day. My day that has to do with encounters with teachers, with students, with different situations. I just ask him to direct me, and I just ask him to teach me how to get along with people, and not just people, my family, because they are the first most important group of people that I encounter with every morning and before I go to bed at night. And so prayer is the key for me. The next thing I do, being a mother of 2 children and a stepson, I noticed that probably since I got pregnant, I've been having memory lapses or having challenges to remember things. So I make what we call a to-do list every single morning so that I don't get anything left out. So everything is crucial. The simplest of things, I make a note of it, I list them, and I try to carry through with everything on the list. What that does, it gives an ease of mind when you keep checking back to see what you have accomplished for the day, step by step. It gives you some sort of power and control over situations. So you're less likely to become miserable or overwhelmed or panicking because you'll be following the order of the things that you have on that list. And so in that list or on that list, I would make sure that my family has something on that list, a space where my family is taken care of. Another thing that I do, I constantly bear in my mind my philosophy. And you would have heard it being read. I live by this. Drama is the life. Don't take it too seriously. Sometimes we take up so many things on ourselves, and it's just like, it's hard and fast, and we're walking around with our faces, as Miss Lou would say, like a tired donkey under shady tree. And it spills over on our children, our husbands, and so on. And people react based on the emotions and the energies that we give off, right? So I always tell myself, don't take it too seriously. I always say, it could be worse, because what the devil wants us to really think is that, oh my God, this is it. This is the worst situation ever. It can't get any worse. When we practice to tell ourselves, it could be worse, trust me, it eases a lot of burdens. And so I tell myself, just one day at a time with Jesus. If we see something happening, spiraling out of control, just stop and breathe and let it go. I guarantee you have experienced it time and time again. Trust me, it will pass. And then tomorrow or the day after, it won't look as bad as it did the day before. So just take it one day at a time. Even if the children are rude, out of hand, adolescent hormones are kicking in, and you feel frustrated, the workload at school, your boss not listening, it's overwhelming, just don't take it too seriously. Pause for the sake of what old people would say, your heartstring, just pause and breathe and wait and go again. And so I practice that with myself. And I even encourage my friends and my co-workers to do the same. Because of a truth, if we die on the job or whatever situation is causing us to lose and tear out our ears, I always tell them, all they do is find somebody to spoil a song at your funeral and move on, and you're replaced. So we have to take care of ourselves as working mothers. One other thing that I do what you love to ease what pressures you. So when the pressure gets overbearing, just do what you love. If it means to pause and watch a movie, I love to watch the Nollywood romance movies. When the pressure gets, I just recline my chair and I just watch a movie. Some people play games on their phone, some people go jogging. Just stop what you're doing, do what you love to ease the pressure for your sake and for your family's sake, because your children will need you. All right? So I tell myself all the time, pause, do what you love to ease the pressure. I love singing. I love writing plays. I love directing. And when the day is so robust and taxing, and then school is dismissed, I go to rehearsals with my children and I just laugh and I'm just at ease listening to the poems and watching the drama and enjoying myself. And it refreshes me for the next day. So, my final point, be intentional about making family time. Do activities with family. You see this work? It's never done. Work at school, there's always work to do. Lesson plans to catch up with, registers to take home to make sure you're doing the proper filing of records, and it's just always going on and on and on. And if you're not careful, you don't even have time to make a meal, a nice little meal for your family to enjoy. You don't even have time to help your children with their homework because you're helping other students with SVAs. All wanted hours of the night, your phone is ringing off as a teacher, and you just keep going and going like Duracell battery. You have to be intentional about planning family time, planning a getaway. All right, this month end, we're going to have dinner. This month end, we're going to go to the amusement park. This month end, we're going to do this month end. And when your spouse sees that you're intentionally going out of your way to make time for the family, it strengthens the bond. When your children see that mommy is making time for them, playing with them, which is crucial, it tightens the bond. And so, a healthy family makes your life healthy and happy. Thank you so much for having me. I hope the few tips that I've shared enlightened you and opened your eyes to something new that you have not yet tried. And try it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Wright Williams, for that valuable insight and your encouragement into work and motherhood balance. I'd like to take this time to acknowledge our Chair of Department, Miss Daly, who is joining us today. We want to welcome you, Miss Daly, and thank you for joining us. Now, I have with me another representative from the company Kira's Paradise Travel. Hello, Miss Shakira Williams. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you give us a brief overview about your company?
Sure. We are a registered Jamaica travel agency. We are registered with the Company's Office of Jamaica, and we provide hotel transportation, solo vacation, as well as group vacation packages. So whether you want to go anywhere in this country or in the world, we are able to facilitate you.
Okay, and how long has your company been established?
About 2 years, but it is, we are a part of an established organization, a wider organization that has been around for about 30 years.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. As you mentioned, you listed some of the products you already offer. Do you
Right.
have any deals or promotion for the upcoming Mother's Day celebration?
Yes, we do, and it is a tailored package. So anything you wish to get, we can get it for you. So you can our consultation is free. We don't charge you for consultation. We don't charge you for quotation. It is all free. Once you visit our website or you send us an email or contact us via telephone or WhatsApp, we can facilitate you straight away.
Okay, are you able to provide your WhatsApp contact number?
Right, it is 1876, that is 330-1825. 330-1825, or you can send us an email at kerasparadigstravel@gmail.com. kerasparadigstravel@gmail.com. And I want to mention also that we are encouraging persons to build their own income. So we help persons to supplement their income. So if you're working, you can supplement your income via entering into the travel industry with only $200, and you can earn per month almost $25,000 in commission, and that is US dollars. In the travel industry, we don't speak in Jamaican dollars, we speak in US. So when you join the business, you earn in USD.
Okay, thank you so much for that information. Do you guys have a social media page where prospective customers can reach you?
Yes, we do. Facebook, Kera's Paradise Travel, Instagram, Kera's Paradise Travel, and also the famous TikTok. We are on TikTok at Kera's Paradise Travel also.
Okay, thank you. We are looking forward to hear more about your company today. At this time, our radio listeners will be going to take a quick break. And right now, we also will take a quick break. So stick around. We have so much more in store for you.
It's coming! And it's going to be a return to face-to-face. The NCU Invitational Debate Series 2024 will be on October 21. It will feature amazing teams from different colleges and universities. Don't miss it! It's coming! And it's going to be a return to face-to-face. The NCU Invitational Debate Series 2024 will be on October 21. It will feature amazing teams from different colleges and universities. Don't miss it! It's coming! And it's going to be a return to face-to-face. The NCU Invitational Debate Series 2024 will be on October 21. It will feature amazing teams from different colleges and universities. Don't miss it! It's coming! And it's going to be a return.
Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide. Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide. Say Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide. Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide.
Department of Communication Studies, Quality Inc., J Designs, and LSAM Photography. So today we have another topic that is not well widely discussed or often discussed, but it is postpartum depression. And a lot of women experience postpartum depression. So what is postpartum depression? It is a complex and often misunderstood condition that affects new mothers after childbirth. It involves feelings of sadness, anxiety, and exhaustion that can interfere with daily life and bonding with the newborn. This condition can impact not only the mother's well-being, but also the overall family dynamics. It is crucial to recognize the signs of postpartum depression early on, such as persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness, loss of interest in activities, changes in appetite or sleep patterns, and difficulty bonding with the baby. Seeking professional help from healthcare providers and therapists is essential for diagnosis and treatment. Support from family, friends, and healthcare professionals plays a significant role in managing postpartum depression. Treatment options may include therapy, medication, support groups, lifestyle changes, and ensuring adequate rest and self-care for the mother. Raising awareness about postpartum depression, reducing stigma, and providing accessible mental health resources are vital steps in supporting new mothers and promoting their mental well-being during this challenging transition period. All right, so our radio listeners are back with us. We want to welcome back our radio listeners on NCU FM. And our next presenter is a father, a husband, a professor, a mentor, a social media influencer, and for many, a role model. And I speak of none other than Mr. Brian Cuff. Hello, Mr. Cuff.
Good day, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I am fine, thanks for having me.
It's good to have you today.
Yes.
So today you will be presenting on how to appreciate and support the women in your life. You can go ahead and...
I'm going to invite you to talk along with me sometime still, but I think firstly I want to state that as a father and a husband, I have found that no matter how much I do, and this is a disclaimer out there, so no matter how much we do, men, no matter how much we do, there is always more that we can do. And before I even say that, no matter how much you do, there is still an immense weight on the mothers and wives in our lives. I raise an example quickly. When my wife gave birth to our first daughter, I took the night shift. So I was the one staying up to allow her to sleep. But yet still every day she was still tired. And I was confused. I was bewildered because I am like, I am doing so much and this is not helping. So a part of it is understanding that firstly, because especially if they're the default parent, and mothers, especially in the earlier stages of the child's birth, it's going to be a lot of demands on her body physically. Breastfeeding in itself takes a whole lot out of her. So that was the first thing I had to realize. But I just want to tell the men that they shouldn't stop from trying. Just because it's no matter what you do, you can do more, it means that you should do more, right? The first point I want to raise is understanding the situation and what it requires. Every situation is different. Every situation is different. And it's important to know that first. A lot of times we have plans and we want to do this and that to take off the burden off the mothers or off the wives, but we don't understand the situation that you're in. So I decide that I want to take off a particular situation. So for example, I see Malik. I'm just going to call a random name. So let's say Malik has one child and I have 5. So I see Malik with his one child and he's doing what he can over there. So I feel bad and I apply that to my situation. But the truth is, because I have 5 children and Malik only has 1, it's a different situation. So I have to look into the mirror, realize who I am, realize my situation, and address that particular situation. I cannot treat Malik's family while living in my own. So I think that's the first step. The second step is also a part of the first, understanding your financial situation and your budget. So Malik has a lot of money, you don't. So I can't sit down and say, boy, I want to send my wife to the Maldives to give her a break, and I only can send her go to Halfway Tree, right? Or out of Mandeville Town. I have to be real about my reality. I can only buy Mother's Patty, Juicy Patty, Tasty Patty, or any of those patties. I cannot buy the curry goat patty that I see serving at Devon House. I have to be real about that. The next step is understanding your partner, right? So, couple goals, you know what that is, right? You ever write hashtag couple goals yet? Talk truth.
No.
No? But you don't
But
have...
I have an idea of what it is.
So the truth is we often look at others and apply that to ourselves. But I have to understand my partner and understand that my mother or my partner or the mothers in my lives, they're different from everybody else's. But oftentimes we use a broad brush and try to treat every situation. So for example, my wife, her primary love language is quality time. Her secondary may be gifts of affection, right? Gifts, sorry. A third may be physical touch. I might just decide that, hey, I see Malik always buying gifts for his girlfriend, his wife. The mothers is in his life. So I go and do the same thing. I remember the first time I bought my wife a bouquet of roses. You know what happened to it? Tell me what you think happened to it.
Dried up and died.
Dried up and died. Because that wasn't her thing. But that's what I watched on the movies. That's what I saw Malik and the others doing. And the girls were like, oh. So I believe that would have helped in that situation. But that wasn't her thing. So I have had to change my mindset around that. Now I'm also learning that your first primary and your secondary love language, it may change over time. So I know that gifts may not be as important to her, but that don't mean I mustn't buy any gift at all. So to the men out there, don't just be hard and fast. I have to learn that. I have had to learn that. You have to be fluid and understand what is required at different times. Not every day you want, all right, every day you want to go to the spa?
No.
Every day you want a mani and pedi?
No.
No, maybe every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you want, sometimes chicken, sometimes fish, right? So you have to understand that as well. So couple goals should not be gospel. It should be a guide. Yeah? So I want all the men out there to know that even if you hear the woman saying she want this, she want that, yeah, you have to apply that to what you think and not just what you see out there. Quickly, moving along. So Mother's Day doesn't begin and end on May 12th. I think that's one of the biggest obstacles that exist. We prepare for Mother's Day, and after Mother's Day, that is it. There's no way you take off the burden off someone just for a day. So every day should be Mother's Day. Oh, I thought I would hear the ladies in here clapping, but all right, it's fine. No, it's fine. Every day should be Mother's Day. You do a little extra on the actual Mother's Day, but every day you should be taking that burden off. So you can't just allow her to be on her foot all day, every day. You want her to cook, clean, wash. You want her to take care of the kids, and all you want to do is sit down and put up your foot and read newspaper or watch TV. It starts before and it ends after. Ask her. A lot of times we don't ask the questions. What do you want for Mother's Day? What do you want me to do to take the load off of your shoulders? We just assume, or we seek to surprise her, and then we end up being surprised. Because you want, all right, so let's say for today, you just want to lock away. Mother's Day, that could be a Mother's Day gift, you don't want to do nothing, just lock away. For some people, and just relax. For some people, that is it. But then you decide you want to carry her, go all over, carry her and the kids. That's the next thing, you're carrying the kids when she's trying to get away for a day. So you have to ask her, what is it that you want? I asked my wife before coming here, what is it that she wants? And she gave me some options. So it's important to pay attention to the options as well. And finally, I think it goes hand in hand. Go custom and go functional. What is it that you would buy a man for his birthday? Give me one thing that comes to mind.
Cologne.
All right, you see? And us as men, we don't like that, right, Akeem? Every birthday, cologne, socks, tie. Go custom. Ask the person. You should know the person enough to know what they want. It's the same thing. Know your wife, know the mothers in your life, know what they like. Go custom. Get them a custom bracelet, a custom watch, a custom tumbler. So many things that are different and unique. Not just something that you walk into a store and take up off the shelf. And go functional. Give her functional gifts. You want gifts that matter, not just something that as she eat it finish. Buy her something that massages, something that is an air fryer that helps to make her work easier, or so many other things that are functional. Don't just buy a gift that look pretty, make sure it's functional.
All right, thank you, Mr. Koff,
Thank you
for such valuable insights, and also we appreciate your insights on how to appreciate and support the women in your life or our lives. Thank you for joining us. Now we have a giveaway question, and this question is, which month is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month? This question is being thrown to our audience. Which month is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month? Okay. All right, so the answer is January, and Akeem had get that answer right. So to our listeners on NCU FM, we'll be taking a quick break at this time.
Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide. Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide.
The NCU Media Group and the Department of Communication Studies at Northern Caribbean University brings you The Lunch Bag, a program to leave you full with goodies such as Money Matters, Tiny Bites, healthy snacks, a special film feature, and of course, the main course. This 30-minute delight will leave you wanting more. It's The Lunch Bag, every last Friday on the YouTube channel NCU TV Jamaica at midday. Come hungry and leave fully satisfied. The NCU Media Group and the Department of Communication Studies at Northern Caribbean University brings you The Lunch Bag, a program to leave you full with goodies such as Money Matters, Tiny Bites, healthy snacks, a special film feature, and of course, the main course. This 30-minute delight will leave you wanting more. It's The Lunch Bag, every last Friday on the YouTube channel NCU TV Jamaica at midday. Come hungry and leave fully satisfied. The NCU Media Group and the Department of Communication Studies at Northern Caribbean University brings you The Lunch Bag, a program to leave you full with goodies such as Money Matters, Tiny Bites, healthy snacks, a special film feature, and of course, the main course. This 30-minute delight will leave you wanting more. It's The Lunch Bag, every last Friday on the YouTube channel NCU TV Jamaica at midday. Come hungry and leave fully satisfied. The NCU Media Group and the Department of Communication Studies at Northern Caribbean University brings you The Lunch Bag, a program to leave you full with goodies such as Money Matters, Tiny Bites, healthy snacks, a special film feature, and of course, the main course. This 30-minute delight will leave you wanting more. It's The Lunch Bag, every last Friday on the YouTube channel NCU TV Jamaica at midday. Come hungry and leave fully satisfied.
Today we have with us Akeem, who had won the gift. Indeed, the answer for Cervical Cancer Awareness Month is indeed January. And so, Akeem, we have a gift for you. Congratulations, courtesy of Elsam Photography. Welcome back to our pre-Mother's Day Fair and to our NCU FM listeners. We are here at the NCU Main Chapel and we are celebrating the mother of our society and highlighting some health issues mothers are at risk of getting. Today's program is sponsored by NCU Media Group, the Department of Communication Studies, Quality Inc., J Designs, and Elsam Photography. And today we are here and we have a business showcase today. So let us explore our business showcase featuring talented mother entrepreneurs. So let's hear about their business and how you can reach them. So first, we're starting off with you today. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Honored to be here.
Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about your business.
All right, so I represent Elsam Photography. We are a photography company that has been in operation for about 3 years. We are spearheaded by our leader, who is a certified registered professional photographer. We do offer quite a bit of services as it pertains to photography. You are able to do your personal photo shoot with us. We do specialize in weddings and other events. We also provide some videography, aerial or drones. We do your podcasts, your live streams, etc.
And how can we reach you?
All right, so first I'm going to spell the name of our company. You can find us at Elsam Photography on all social media. So that would be LSALM Photography. If you're interested in booking with us online, you can find us at www.elsam.com. That is, again, www.lsalm.com. You can reach us at elsamphotography@gmail.com if you would like to email us. And if you wanted to contact us, you can contact us at 876-894-3288. Again, that is 876-894-3288.
All right, thank you. And one last question. Do you have any deals or promotions?
Going at this time, we're actually going to ask you to partner with us. to select two mothers that would like to do a photo shoot. We do represent family. We are pretty much family owned, and we would like to take a moment just to, recognize the mothers in our lives. So we are hoping that you will assist us with that. As well as anyone who leaves their contact information with me today, you will qualify for 15% off of a photo shoot of your choice.
All right, thank you. There we have it. So that will be sorted out at the end of our program today. So moving on to our next person, we have with us, welcome. This is Morgan and Kirk Morgan. Oh, Morgan's Home Chicken Farm. Okay, thank you for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Thank you for having me. So, okay, we run a small farm, and it is located in Clarendon, Sandy Bay Main Street. So what we basically do on that farm is that we produce poultry chicken and also layers. So we have chicken as low as $2.90 a pound. Eggs as low as 800 a flat. So that is too sweet to beat. Okay, so we do a little bit of ground provision. You can call us for more information about that. We do deliver island-wide, but out of parish, because we're located in Clarendon, as I was saying before. So if we are coming, like for instance in Mandeville, we normally get 100 or more pound for it to be delivered free. So that's what we do. We have our contact number is 560-7138, and our email number is morganshomechickenfarm@gmail.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And we will be moving on to our next business showcase today. Hello, welcome. Tell us a bit about your business.
Our business name is VD Travel Explorers, and we cater for all your travel needs. So we deal with cruises, destination weddings, we deal with hotel reservations, and we deal with travel consultations, and our travel consultations are all free. We also do passport renewal, US visas, and vacation packages. One of the things that we offer is that, many times persons will tell you that traveling is for the rich. We don't think it that way. If we plan properly, we can travel to the world. So we do offer payment plans as well through proper planning for our travel.
Okay, could you please leave your social media handles? How can prospective customers reach you?
All right, you can reach us on Facebook at VD Travel Explorer. You can also reach us on Instagram at VD_Travel Explorer.
All right, thank you for joining us today. And once again, I am your host, Deidre Jones. This is our Jars of Joy pre-Mother's Day Fair, which is an outside broadcast put on by the Department of the Communication Studies students. And our program is sponsored by the NCU Media Group, Department of Communication Studies, Quality Inc., J Designs, and LSAM Photography. We will now be turning over to Tajel in studio. Thank you once again.
Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs. From absorbent tissues to handy-hand towels. Visit us at 258 Spanish Down Road or call us at 876-758-5011. We distribute island-wide. Say goodbye to foam and hello to quality paper products with Quality Incorporation 7 Limited, your go-to manufacturing company for all your paper needs.